We both love road trips. We've always kind of done some tent camping and this and that. We were interested in maybe like a vintage camper at some point, but then neither one of us had a car that could tow it, and we didn't want to invest in a whole new vehicle just for the camper.
Yeah.
So then we were visiting friends in New York City, and we saw some school buses parked, like the smaller ones, and we went, what if we did a school bus? And we themed it to the Muppets because we love them anyway. And then during the pandemic, we went down the YouTube skoolie rabbit hole, and that's where this all started. Hey, I'm Jason. This is Allison. This is our bus, Jim.
Jim the bus. He is a 2000 International 3800 DT466E engine. A little less than 200,000 miles on him. And it took us like 2 years to build.
But he's still not complete. Yeah.
Are they ever complete?
No.
You guys want to take us inside?
Sure.
Yeah.
Look out, Molly.
Welcome to Jim. He's the best.
Yeah, we're big Muppet fans, so we're leaning into that theming. Loosely inspired by the 70s film that the Electric Mayhem drove in, and then just playing up all the fun stuff that we love and makes us happy.
Yeah.
So we've got pictures of friends and family and things that make us happy all across here.
Past adventures we've had.
We kept one of the two bus ACs, so that we have AC while we're driving.
We are based out of Florida, so that was
It's
a
a
necessity.
bazillion degrees right now, and that's just a non-negotiable.
We kind of hit the Goodwill and denimed up some of the upholstery. That's where that came from.
Bring us into the kitchen, Jason.
All right,
Go
so we found this cabinet at the
Habitat for Humanity Restore.
Yep, the Habitat Restore.
This
Painted
is-
it,
Yep.
put the sink in, put a
Butcher block.
butcher block.
That's a Home Depot butcher block. The backsplash is seat channels.
Yeah, it's leftover metal from when we were gutting the bus.
And we found out that we can bungee our paper towels. Cabinet is also Restore.
Yep.
Underneath here we have a 7-gallon hot water heater, and he does a pretty good job. Heats water in 30 minutes?
Yep.
Keeps it hot for a long time. It's a 7-gallon hot water heater. He's a 120. He runs off 120 volts. So we ran it from the bed in the back up this wall. And then underneath here is our little refrigerator. He's a chest cooler. Runs off 12 volt. Our freshwater tank is under the bed in the back, and it's 55 gallons, and that's that.
I love that we chose just like a cabinet to make our kitchen out of instead of trying to build it out.
I'm so glad we didn't try to make cabinets.
It fit with the vibe, and it was a little easier because just having something to start up with and build off of.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that completely. Our one silverware utensil drawer is right here. This is your basic junk drawer, and because the sink is here, this is a non-drawer.
Magic trick.
Actually, we should be utilizing this.
Plus 10 experience points.
So I want to talk about this because this is the original. It's got the Thomas T on it, and we kept it when we gutted the bus, and I was like, I'm using it somehow. I didn't know how I was going to use it, but he ended up basically back in the same spot, just as kind of like the grab for aging parents to be able to get up the stairs. Works well.
This is basically just to disguise the AC piping from the front AC that we looked at. Just to make it not look like a bunch of wires hanging in the middle of nowhere. We did this to make it look like sewer piping, like if you were in an alleyway or something. Just to make it fun. We kept one of the bus seats as a passenger seat.
Only one with seatbelts.
Only one with seatbelts that we got. Denim, the upholstery. We got our side door there that we open up a lot of times if we're cooking. Mm-hmm. Just kind of pass things back and through, inside and out. That was a wheelchair door. We had to remove the very heavy wheelchair lift.
Fun story on that. It made it to the street, and 15 minutes later, it was gone.
I think my favorite thing is the ceiling because I had a weird idea and then we ran with it, and it's still my favorite thing in the whole bus. We did the typical wood, but we did a rainbow pattern for the rainbow connection. It just makes us happy. It brightens up the space.
We burned the wood, sanded it to bring out the parts of the grain that we really liked, and we used a non-toxic gel stain paint. I loved that too because my mom came and she helped me, got family involved in that. Then we hit it with poly, and then we got to pick our favorite boards to actually put up.
Moving on back. This is our pet area. As you can see, our dog Molly is taking advantage of it right now. Keeping with the musical theme, we did sort of some piano keys on here. We've got storage under here for like their food and their treats and all that stuff. Under here is their bin of food. We also have a cat, so when the cat travels with us, the cat's litter box goes under this area down here. In keeping with the inspiration of the Electric Mayhem of the Muppets, we'll be adding some fun graffiti and stuff to the exterior, probably starting while I'm here in New York. We'll see how that goes. It could be a lot of fun, or we could just be painting over it. Hopefully it'll turn out good.
So we have the green room door for the star dressing room. This was picked, this shell was picked because it reminded us of the brick of a backstage from the Muppet Show, the original Muppet Show. And then we just have over the wheel well, it's just a nature's head. The whole thing, all the walls are a laminate, which for a while was a bad word in our household because that did not go well. We use PVC for our shower curtain. This is all fiberglass down here. You're never gonna slip. It's grippy. Just a couple of light basic shower heads.
Again, keeping with the musical theme, we found this old roadie box on Facebook Marketplace and turned it into our clothing storage. It opens up, we put a door in it, we kind of did some fabric on the inside, put some shelves in it so we can put all the clothes in there. We could use a little bit more storage, but we've got plans for that. We've got another cabinet we're going to put up over here. We've got baskets on top of here and over here that we keep just random stuff in, games and books and food and entertainment stuff.
It's a catch-all.
Yeah.
Kind of underneath the bathroom, across from the dresser, we had a little extra space from under the wheel well, the tiniest amount, and we made a drawer just to hold like the cocoa core and toilet paper and all that good stuff. But we decorated it with drumsticks to match the theming of the bus, the musical theming. It felt very animal to me. Okay, so we are in the back of the bus where the glorious AC is. We love our air conditioner.
Living in Florida and traveling with pets, this was absolutely non-negotiable. And
had to have it.
It's just, you have to have it. You can't survive without it. We've got it currently set up in a couch position, but it almost rarely gets to live like this.
Yeah.
Because it's usually just bed. We open it up and it's a bed all the way across.
Yeah, we wanted 2 couches. I wanted access to the back door. I just wanted it through. So we designed it so we can have couch facing each other and multiple, 4 or 5 people can sit back here pretty comfortably. Yeah. Everything meets in the middle. All the cushions come down and smush together to make one ginormous bed.
Just barely big enough for 2 humans and 2 dogs and
7
sometimes
pillows.
a cat, too many pillows. And
yeah.
Bed.
I made the curtains. They're blackout curtains, which I think helps a lot with keeping the heat out. And we used a gray canvas to match the cushion cover, the bed covers I made, the same accent as the backs of our couches.
And these are IKEA mattresses that we just cut to get the proportions we needed. Mm-hmm. And then she made these custom covers to go on them.
Everything's removable and washable. And then they're this tall. They felt very tall to us, but we have the water tank under here. And so we kind of designed the height to adjust to the water tank. That's why that's that tall.
There's a little bit of storage behind the water tank. Well, over here is our new electrical system
with our monitors, and the Victron energy charger monitor is a little crooked because I put that in. I'm very proud of that. It's fine. We did put in a system with the assistance of Mike from Jessup Energy. My favorite part was running the electrical. I had never gotten to do anything like that, and that was my favorite thing, trying to go, oh my gosh, run the wires and then hook them up and then things turn on. That was magic to me. Before, we would plug into a Jackery and we didn't have the AC, we didn't have the hot water, we didn't have any 120 unless we were plugged into a campsite or plugged into a generator. So we would run off the Jackery for 8 or 9 hours and then have to charge that guy up. We are running off grid right now with the AC, which is fantastic.
We're not full-time, so what we had fit our lifestyle, and this is going to just be life-changing for our lifestyle, but we're only part-time. We go on trips in it. We work during the year and then travel when we can, and so
I think this will allow us to have a little bit more
this gives us a little more flexibility
in our travel.
I think that the big change is going to be we'll be able to stop it, like to do some shopping and leave the AC on for the dogs while we're in the store without having to be plugged in somewhere. So that's the big plus for me.
So, because I'm a teacher, Holden, my next door neighbor, when he was in kindergarten, came and helped us on the bus. And because he helped us with this piece, he signed it. And this is him signing it the first time. And his mom came and she's like, son, that's a B. Your name has a D. And so he got a different marker out and he put his name there.
The biggest challenges is that the school district that had it before had turned it into like a food delivery serving vehicle, and they put a wrap on it.
A vinyl wrap.
A vinyl wrap. And they left it on longer than they should have in the Florida heat. So it was a nightmare to remove.
We tried everything.
And my amazing mother would come over. She would just get her
Every weekend.
her little folding chair. She'd set up with the heat tool and the scrapers, and she would just sit for hours and scrape that wrap off for us while we worked on other projects that she maybe couldn't help us with, because that was her way of lending a hand, and we so appreciated it.
This wrap came off in 1 inch in like 1/4 inch little shreds. It was reasonable. Bless your mom for that. And then we also got family involved because my sister, who lives in California, she came out and helped me build the deck on top. Neither of us had ever built any deck of any sort, so she got up there on the roof with me, and we built the deck up there. She also helped me take out the emergency hatches. That was fun. And my father came out and he painted all the mirrors, the hardware for the mirrors. He painted those have held up. Yeah. We should be hitting him up more. Dave Rico, good job. I enjoyed being able to get family involved. One of the nice parts of building this bus is we met an amazing person named Eddie, who when we first got the bus, we didn't know diesel engines, we knew very little, and we were able to call a friend of my father's, and he came out and he did our first oil change, and he cleaned up the engine for us, and he did all that basic maintenance.
But not just did it, he helped show us how to take care of things ourselves so that we'd have the knowledge to keep things in good working order. Thanks for checking out our bus. If you want to follow its journey, it's on Instagram. I'm sure the link will be somewhere in the description of this video. You'll see all the wacky adventures we've been on for the last month and beyond, all the build process and all that kind of stuff. Have a rockin' day.